We show the players on stream? Yes. Um, Going would have been nice to do that like good for the stream because now the stream is started without any input. The game match. The match on the stream they didn't hear you. So it's the for the
No, no, I think they hear. I don't know why.
for the stream it was not
Oh,
pretty well done. Okay, so we have now started the first match here at the CTWC France qualifier in 2024. We have Trosh against Speedself. Yeah, we saw them qualify earlier today. Yeah, one of them is to leave, which is why we have to do the first match so soon without a real big break, and why it was a bit chaotic, but now we have started here the first match, and let's see who can take the first victory home here in the top 28. Will it be Trosh or will it be Speedself so far? There's a small lead here for Trosh. Trosh about to Tetris ahead of Speedself. And both kind of waiting for the long ball. There's the long ball for Trosh, and Speedself needs to get Tetris ready. There's the triple for Speedself. Now a 30k lead here for Trosh. Next Tetris for Trosh. Trosh now nearly 50k ahead of Speedself here. So slowly but surely this first game seems to be pretty much in favor here for Trosh in the beginning at least. Yeah. About the level selection. The level selection depends on their PB, and these players have a PB that allows them to choose level 15 and 18 if I recall it correctly. So we can see some 15, some 18. If they had a lower PB, we could even see some level 12 starts. That might be the case in some other matches. And next set was here for Speedself. Speedself now only 40k behind Trosh. But it looks like Trosh is Tetris ready for Speedself it was. Now he has to burn 2 lines. We are waiting for the long, but there's a drought 14-15. Let's see how long this drought will be. There's the drought. The long bar Trosh couldn't use it. And there's next long bar here for Trosh. There's a long bar for Speedself though. So there should be a second long bar for Speedself soon. Yeah, there's the second long bar. We can see that Trosh is pushing down quite a bit. Which I'm gonna say could be the reason for the 2 misdrops he just had. But we don't know for sure. You know, misdrops make sense when you feel like the game is a little bit slow, but it's also sometimes a bit dangerous because you're more likely to do misdrops. You might miss some adjustments. It's something that you have to decide for yourself. And I think for the people here in location, we should have the projector working soon. The lead is now up to 65k. Again, the next Tetris here for Speedself. We are about 2/3 through level 15 here. We have level 15, then the 16 to 18 speed, and then of course 19 and potentially even 29. Both players here just staying safe in the drought. Is now 34-35 piece drought and longbar for Trosh. It's soon the longbar should come here for Speedself, like 6 more pieces, but he is not in a position where he can use it for Tetris. Whereas Josh could use it. And Josh trying to get Tetris ready. Speedself trying to burn. Longbar dependency here for Trosh. Decides to go for the Tetris instead. And now it's the longbar dependency in column 3. That's the longbar. Longbar dependency filled. There's the next drought for Speedself and Longbar. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for Speedself. Yeah, the Longbar on top of the LPs. And that's the 1-0 for Trosh. Weiß ich nicht. Das weiß ich nicht. Okay, so we now have the 1-0 here for Trosh. So there's a bit of pressure now on Speedself's shoulders. And let's see if he can handle the pressure. I assume the seat is adjusted. Yeah, the seat looks adjusted to me. So, players, if you're ready, give us a thumbs up. I think I see the thumbs up. Yeah, so let's start the next game here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And same placements here for the first 3 pieces. The Longbar then is the difference. One places it to the left, one to the right. Which one is the better choice? Who knows? A small lead here due to pushdown points for Trosh. But it's now in favor of Speedself, who got a triple. Now there was a Tetris for both of them. So it's a 934 lead here currently for Speedself. Trosh decided to not use the number for the Longbar dependency fixed on the left. He used it to fill the J dependency instead. Which means he's still Longbar dependent after 2 Longbars. He's waiting for it. So Speedself is waiting for the Longbar for the purpose of a Tetris, though, which is a bit nice of a wait, I'd say. And now Trosh open and waiting for the Tetris bar. Speedself not really Tetris ready. He needs to build 1 higher. And should get it hopefully soon. There's the drought, 17, 18 pieces. Let's see how long the drought will be. No, it's not too bad. There was a Longbar for Trosh. And there's the Longbar for Speedself. Both got the Tetris. Next Longbar here for Trosh.
You can send this to.
No, it's too late.
Because I play photo.
Oh, yeah. Can you send to Berg to me?
And just a really need here for Trosh of about,
Copy to the.
I don't know, for Speedself about 18k, so a bit less than a Tetris.
No.
And we have some technical 1 monitor issues here, so the commentary will be a bit non-existent for some time. Okay, no, everything is fixed again. Perfect. As I said, there's about a 1 Tetris lead here for Speedself. It's more like a 3/4 lead.
Sur Discord.
Thank you.
T'as Discord sur ton PC?
No problem. Trouver comment faire avec le.
Order. Both players here needing to burn a bit in the situation. Let's see who is gonna be able to get clean first. There's nearly the open and niceness for Speedself. And there it is. Back again! Perfect! And we can see Speedself in quite a bit of trouble here. Kinda high, kinda dirty. Trosh not much lower, but not as many holes to fix. And yeah, Trosh could get Tetris ready pretty soon. Speedself needs to fix a couple more lines here. And let's see who will get the next Tetris first. It's a drought here, 15, 16 pieces. Actually, now we have Speedself here head in the piece sequence, probably because he pushed down a bit more, as we can see in the pushdown points. He's pushing down some pieces, and Trosh felt like he pushed down less pieces, but just as I said that he pushed down like 2 pieces, so maybe he's just playing with my mind, I don't know. Some mind games, you know, not against the opponent, but against the commentator, the caster. Maybe the new meta, who knows? We will see if Trosh wins this, then commentator confusion will be the new meta game here in Tetris. And we have a nice screen here live. Perfect. So, hello, viewers on location. I'm very happy to welcome you to this match between Josh and Speedself. Currently, Josh is in the lead by about 10,000 points. And now Trosh needs to burn a couple of lines here, where Speedself just got the next Tetris and is now about 8k ahead of Trosh. And next Tetris here for Speedself. Trosh still in not trouble, but a dick situation here. And he needs to find a way out of it as soon as he can. Unless he likes falling back in points. Maybe he likes the pressure on his shoulders. Could be. I know, but any player wants to get out of those situations as soon as possible. He is near the open. He needs one more nice piece, and he is open, waiting for the long bar. And hoping that Speedself can't get the long bar Tetris, which, yeah, he can't because he had to get a bit dirty just before the long bar came. Speedself now building up his couple of burns here. Was 3 lines in total. Next Tetris for Trosh, next Tetris for Speedself. 54 and 55 lines, less than 3,000 points between the players, so it's neck and neck. Now here the lead for Trosh and for Speedself. Tetris and Tetris.
I'm not sure because I checked the audio.
And next Tetris here for Speedself. Speedself now in the lead, but it will change with the next Tetris here for Trosh. And Trosh is currently Tetris ready, unlike Speedself, so they're playing when the next long bar comes. But it's gonna be some time. It's a draw. 16, 17, 18. Earlier we saw like 35. Can we see another 35 plus drought? No, we can't. There's the long bar for Trosh and Tetris for Trosh. The long bar for Speedself comes now, and it's gonna be Tetris for Speedself. Small lead again here for Speedself. Nearly no point of wins though, so it's neck and neck. Next Tetris here for Trosh and Speedself. Yeah, simul Tetris.
Waste of the audio because you cannot hear the commentary. Yeah, you will.
Next Tetris for Trosh. Speedself not being able to use the long bar here. Next Tetris now for Speedself a bit later. Now actually Trosh in the lead by about 3/4 of a Tetris. 15k lead here for Trosh. Speedself though Tetris ready gets the long bar and gets the Tetris, and it's now a 4k lead again for Speedself. But Speedself has played 2 more lines, so it's potentially a small lead here for Trosh if we talk about pace, but it's essentially the same score here.
And extension cables so that you could.
Next Tetris for Trosh.
Oh, we don't.
Instead of the second laptop,
Yeah, we don't have anything long enough for that. Like we don't have an extension. And
Oh yeah.
Miguel was thinking about putting.
Oh, nice S-spin there for Trosh, but it doesn't really help his tech health too much. Next spin though he gets, so Trosh showing us his spin skills, but that doesn't really help much when you're this high. You want to get points. He's still ahead by about 1.5 Tetrises. And Speedself also not in the best situation here, but should be open sooner. Trosh making a miss of the OPs, and that's the top out. Speedself, you need 2, 5, 8 to be safe, so about 30,000 more points. That's a Tetris and some change. If you want, you can just line out until level whatever, but there's the Tetris here for Speedself now. It's about an 8,000 point lead that he has to catch up to. That's nearly it. 3,500.
3.
That's 2. And it's soon gonna be 1.
2.
It's 1.
Is it 2?
And
1.
no, 0.7.
0.
Okay, we just wait for the last, like, single, double, something. That's enough, and that's the 2-1 for Speedself. Kannst du ein Herz geben? Oh, nee, warte, was ist das nicht? Ja.
Ist die Maus benutzt?
Das ist nicht einfacher für mich tatsächlich.
Da liegt eine Hand in der Maus.
Yeah, that's verwirrend. So, and you have the 2-1 for Speedself. After the first game where Trosh looked pretty good, it's now in favor and match point here for Speedself. Let's see if Speedself can do this and get the 3-1 here. I can see one ready. Can I see the thumbs? There's the thumbs. So let's start the next game here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Ooh, do we get audio? I think we have audio. Can you hear me Audience, can you hear me? Okay, there was no amazing. Yeah, we can hear you. I hope so. That there would be, but apparently there isn't. Trosh's stack being a bit cleaner gets the Tetris. Speedself here needing to dig a couple of lines more. And the question if this is the silver bracket. We are using the flat bracket format, so we are currently playing the top 28. And the level choice depends on the PB you have. These players' PBs is low enough so that they can choose between level 15 and 18. If it was higher, then it would be 18 only. If it was even lower, then they could potentially choose between level 12, 15, and 18. Yes. Trosh in a bit of trouble here. Sai needs the long, but just gets number here in time. That might not be enough burns here. He's still in trouble. Doesn't get the O piece over, doesn't get the next L piece over, and that's the top out for Trosh. But Speedself, you are not safe. You need 42,000 points, and that's the Tetris, and that's the 3-1 for Speed. Ready? So let's start the next game here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! The first two pieces were placed the same, and now there's differences. Let's see if Arden or Maman has the better placement ideas here. So far, I would say they're pretty equal. Arden had to burn a single, whereas Maman so far also had to burn a single, so it's pretty similar. We have small drought incoming, I'd say. There's the long buff for Arden, just as the drought counter appeared in Tetris for Maman as well. Only 1.5k between the two players. Next Tetris here for Arden. Maman not Tetris ready. And we can see that Arden is pushing down and is already hitting the piece sequence. When Trosh did that earlier, that didn't work out as nice as he hoped it. But let's see if Arden can show us that push down points are a valid strategy. Next Tetris for both of them, and it's currently about a 1 Tetris lead here for Arden at 60k against 78k. See if Arden can keep up the lead until the transition here. Maybe even build upon it. Next Tetris for her and Maman with an early shift of the O piece. That's not really good for the stack, and that might actually be their top out here. Yeah, that looks pretty rough. Does nothing here for the LJ dependency, and that's the top out for Maman and the 1-0 for Arden.
Okay.
One over Arden, and we're now preparing the second seed. You can just receive. Actually, weird. Well, that's fascinating. Oh, that's a really nice adjustment. Okay, didn't know that. And Arden wants to do a level 18 start, and looks like we have level 18 up next. Are the players ready?
Yeah.
They are ready, so let's start the next game here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! The crowd is ready to rumble here. They are already excited for this amazing match between these two players. Arden with a couple of small overhang of the red ZPs there might be on purpose. Might not have been. Can't see in her mind. But the stack is mostly good. She is only 17,000 points here behind Maman, so it was a mistake. It wasn't a too big one. Next set was for both of them. And let's see if Maman can keep their stack under control a bit longer than last game that was over. faster than we hoped it to be for him, for them.
Right.
And next set was here for Maman. Arden now in a bit of trouble. And again, an overshift of the red blue SPs here. And that's maybe actually needs really good pieces to dig out of this. LJ dependency on Kadam 2 doesn't get the longbow, but that's the top out for Arden. And Maman with the 1-1. 1-1 for Maman.
Dans 4 ans. Non, t'as raison, parce que les finales vont être très longues.
Ouais.
T'as raison.
Alors, je prends le photo de...
So we can see level 15 was
Ah, je me rappelle.
a bit easier, but 18 maybe not the best choice because both players so couldn't control that well, but Arden definitely lacked the desk control on the 18 start. But the players, I don't know if they're currently discussing the starting level or if they've already decided on it.
Ready.
They're ready? Okay, so let's start the next game here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! The players are ready, and this time Maman has decided to go for level 18 again. Probably hoping that after the last level 18 start from Arden, that she will do something similar again and that they can win their second game and make it a 2-1. And Tetris for both of them. We have about 1 Tetris lead here for Arden. And Mama needing to burn a couple of lines there. I think that was only 2, so nothing major. Maman and Arden both waiting here for the longbar. Longbar and Tetris for both of them. Neither currently Tetris ready. And Tetris for Maman was there. Next Tetris here for both of them. Small longbar dependency for Maman, fix it real quick. And we have about half a single lead here for Maman. So it's neck and neck. Tetris for Maman, Tetris for Arden. Neither of them having much of a lead here. Sometimes it's like 1,000 points. But this is the 18 you want to see. Lots of Tetrises, really close. Looks like Arden just had to warm up a bit earlier. Next Tetris here for Maman. Arden here now in a bit of... Both players in a bit of needing build up for the Tetris. Arden needs to get clean. Maman seems to go for the dirty Tetris, but no, their stack doesn't allow that. That's close to the top out, and the top out for Maman. And you need 165. 165 to win. But that should not be too hard. Should only take a couple of more lines here. And that was an early shift of the red SPs, but it's only like 9,000, 8,000 points, something like that. So not much longer. It's 9, 8, 6. And there's another triple, and it's now same points! You need some pushdown! A single pushdown point! And there's the pushdown for Arden and the 2-1.
You know.
It also looks like we have some sound issues, maybe. We don't get the desktop audio anymore. That's interesting. I will try to maybe fix that.
Because they are maybe they're using VS Studio.
Maybe because you have muted the audio.
No. Go this.
No, you have muted the audio. That causes it. When you mute this desktop audio, OBS can capture the audio.
Oh.
And now we have the sound. Wait a second. We have the sound again. And it's now match point for Arden here. Players, are you ready? there's the readies to start the match point in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! The Guy Devil, 18 start.
One, push on.
There's the push down for Arden. Arden already massively in the lead, having an infinite amount and percent more points than Maman. And there's the Tetris for Arden. And Maman still waiting for their first Tetris here, having a bit of stack, but that's not much possible. Next Tetris here for Arden. Arden now 2 Tetrises ahead of Maman. And let's see, she can increase the lead in this beautiful match. Simul Tetris. And next Tetris for Arden. Yeah, and another Simul Tetris here. So the players really trying to go for as many Tetrises as they can. And both players should be Tetris ready. Yeah, Tetris readiness for Maman, waiting for the long bar. The long bar should come any time, hopefully, but we have a small drought here, 16. Here only 16 pieces. Tetris for Maman. Arden not Tetris ready with the long bar. And also not Tetris ready with the next one. That is a bit troubling now, because that was a bit of points that Maman could catch up with. But yeah, it's not really much lead anymore here. 25k ahead for Arden. Only next set is here for Arden. Maman now falling behind a bit. Morgan. It's now about 2 Tetrises, but there's the next long bar and Tetris for Maman. Arden here. 3 lines behind Maman, so it's all in all, it's probably like a 2 Tetris lead here for Arden. And Simul Tetris, 28,000. Now with the same points here, lead for Arden. So nice, comfortable early lead here for Arden. We're only 45 lines into the game, and it's nothing decided yet. Oh, and the long bar didn't go over for Arden, but gets the next red piece over. And the Tetris here for Arden. Arden now long bar dependent. Could of course turn that theoretically into a dirty Tetris, but decides against that.
Okay.
And Arden now in it off trouble. She needs something for the middle, and the long bar doesn't come. That's the top out for Arden, and Mama needs about 9,000 points more. Gets the long bar over, gets the Tetris, and that's the 2-2. And with that, we have a decider. Can I? And we now have the 2-2, the decider between Arden and Maman. Will they go for 18 again, or will they go for the bit safer level 15 choice? We will see that once I get the players ready. Looks like are you ready, players? They are ready, so let's start the match. The decider in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It's now all or nothing here in this game. Whoever wins will advance to the next round, and whoever loses is out of the tournament. So the pressure is higher than ever before for these two. Next set is here for both of them. Simul Tetris nearly a single difference. More played here by Maman. Both waiting for the long bar. Tetris for Arden. Which means that we have about a 1 Tetris lead here for Arden. Triple for Maman and Tetris for Arden. Maman not really able to get any points here with their board. It's a bit rough. Long body depends in the left that they just closed with the red high piece. And yeah, now there's the drought. 17 pieces. Maman's board slowly falling apart, but they seem to have caught up on it. No, that was the misplacement of the red L piece, and that's the top out for Maman, and it's now 3, 2, for Arden. And Arden advances to the round of, I think it's 24, so GG's Arden and Maman. So players, please give me a sign when you are ready to play, then we can start the matches here. I got the yes from one match and the other match, so let's start the countdown here. 3, 2, 1, Tetris! The upper match has started, the lower match has started. Let's see who has the better placement. I would say currently Piernov in a bit of worse state of a board. Simply because of a couple of early misdrops, but that was so early on. That is truly fixable here for a pro player like him. And there we have the Tetrises for Axodo against Larry. I can see level 15 in the upper match and level 18 in the lower match. And we now see Sandro in a lot of trouble. He needs long bar, he doesn't get the long bar in time. That's the top out for Sandro. And Piernov, you need 23,000 points. So you are not safe currently. You need about 15, now 13k more points. In the upper game, next Tetris here for Axodo. And Tetris for Larry. That was only a triple. Which means that now Axodo here in the small lead of about 11,000 points is neck and neck. In the lower game, 1.5, one single more, and you have won the first game, Piernov. And that's the 1-0 here for Piernov. So Piernov, you can now safely top out. You have won the game. The upper match, we have about a 1.5 Tetris lead here for Axodo. Next Tetris here for Larry, so it's neck and neck. Next Tetris for Axodo. Both players so far clean. Small burn here for Axodo, but nothing that should be any issue at all. Especially because you should rather take a single burn than top out. Piernov and Sandro ready to play. I think that's a yes, so let's start the next game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay, so someone just asked for the bracket in the chat, so Bertroll, could you post the bracket again? I tried to tell the person who has the stuff for the bracket that he should post it again. We don't have the Nightbot set up, sadly, but we have that somewhere. I just don't know the links. Perfect, you see it in chat history. Next triple here for Axodo. Axodo currently comfortable in the lead. It's about a 48k lead here for Axodo. Next Tetris for him, and next Tetris for Larry. It's 207 against 160, about halfway through level 15. So you could potentially get a 400k transition. I didn't really pay attention to the lower match. I think that's the top out, and the 2-0 for Piernov. Am I correct? Yeah, that sounds about right to me. It looks about right to me. So, I apologize that I didn't pay enough attention to that, and that's the 2-0 here for Piernov. And that could soon be it for Sandro. Or maybe he is just building up attention for the reverse sweep. I'm in the upper game, next Tetris here for Axodo. And it's now a comfortable lead here for him. It's point was about 2 Tetrises. He also has played about a Tetris less in lines. So it's about a 3 Tetris lead here for Axodo. Can I help you? Okay. So, Piernov and Sandro ready? Yes, you can. You can. They have decided to do a level 15 start, which is, as far as I know, totally fine. So, level 15 start for Piernov and Sandro. Ready to go? So, let's start the match point in the lower game match here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! The upper match, the lead for Axodo, feeling is slowly but surely increasing. The lower game matches, which I'm gonna focus a bit on more now, just to make sure that I don't miss when something crucial happens. LJ dependency here for Sandro gets the LPs and decides to flip it in a way that makes it more burn and dig heavy. That's probably not the best decision here. It looks like a missed drop. Maybe like an attempted triple flip that he missed? That could be. He doesn't really triple flip. And I'm gonna pay attention if he potentially triple flips. I haven't seen that before, but it's the most logical explanation to me. Anyways, both players in the lower match pretty high. Axodo has just transitioned to level 16 and is about 70k ahead. And that's the top tier for Sandro after a couple of missteps of the green LPs. Again, looks like a misspin that was, and then just didn't really get anything on top. And that's already the sweep 3-0 for Piernov. So, Piernov here now the winner. We're gonna use this nice for a second while I try to find the correct scene to watch Axodo against Larry properly. Okay. I'm having small issues with the correct scene, but we have about 1,500 points that Larry needs to get to win the first game, and that's the triple and the 1-0 for Larry. Okay. Yes, and we should know the correct scene, so let's start the game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And yep, it looks good to me. Pretty fast push on points for Larry that turned into a small misdrop and a hole in his deck. He now needs a longbow to fix that. And the longbow sometimes really takes a long time. We had like a 30 plus drought earlier today, but it's only a 13 drought, so not really anything to worry about. Next and first Tetris here for Axodo with that about a 3/4 Tetris ahead. Larry building up a bit of a mess here. Gets a longbow for a nice triple here. And Tetris for Axodo. Axodo again here in the lead, but we saw earlier he was in the lead like by 3 Tetris or so. And in the end, Larry still won because the points that you make on level 18 are just worth so much more. Both players now Tetris ready, and Larry and column 6. That should be next Tetris here for Larry, and with next I of course mean first. Axodo not being able to use the longbow, and there's longbow and Tetris for Axodo. Larry about a Tetris behind Axodo. Next Tetris for Axodo, and the lead is slowly but surely increasing. And Larry's board. And the center well. Not really accommodating all the pieces as nicely as you want them to. And now not even the longbow to close the well. One piece before. And that means that Axodo's lead will just increase. Next set is for Axodo. Larry in a bit of trouble now. Miss drops the blue S piece, and that's the top one for Larry and the 1-1. It's now 1-1 between the two. So let's see who can win the next game and put more pressure on the opponent with a match point. It looks like the players are getting hyped. Axodo even showing his cute shirt here on stream. It seems to be Bubble, I think it is. Or Bubble, something like that. I don't remember the exact name, but yeah, showing his really nice shirt. So let's see which shirt is nicer and can win the next game here. Are you ready? That sounds like a yes. So 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I mean, honestly, if you had a different angle, these players would look pretty, like... I'm not gonna say similar, but like... I mean, you look pretty, but I also meant that you also look like kinda similar, long hair, nice shirt. So, it's a good question. Who of you has the better drip? I heard earlier that Larry was here for the drip battle, so I hope that he can afterwards stand up and be like, I have the better drip. No matter the result of the match. Okay, let's see. First Tetris in favor of Larry. He's played one more Tetris, so... not much of point difference that way. Depends a bit on the next long one. Looks like it's a small route. Tetris for Axodo, Tetris for Larry. And again, the 17,000 point lead here for Larry. Axodo being clean, Larry being clean. So really both players just waiting for longer, I wanted to say, but there was an early shift from Larry here of the green S piece. Larry near the open again. Axodo needs 2 more singles to be open. Couldn't use the longbar for Tetris. Can't use the next longbar for Tetris. Now it's an LJ and longbar dependency. Decides to turn the LJ dependency to just an L dependency. Gets the L, doesn't get the L, and puts the O piece over the longbar well. The next longbar doesn't go in. That's the top order, and the 2-1 for Larry. It's now 2-1 for Larry. And with that, the match point here for Larry. Can he do it? Oh well, Axodo strike back and win the next 2 games. There's also, of course, the other option that we have to decide and Larry wins, so... Are the players ready to show us the result of the match point? I heard a yeah. That sounds good to me, so let's start the game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Both players have started, neither of them going for pushdown points. Just as I said that Axodo going for the pushdown strat. And the small miss of an O piece from Larry next longbar also didn't really know how to place it, spin it a couple of times too often, which means that he now needs some nice burns. Then nearly missed up the blue L piece. The S piece, and doesn't get the green S piece over. That's it for Larry. Larry just gives up. He might have been able to burn a couple of lines there, but no. Larry says that's it, and it's a decider. We now have a decider between Axodo and Larry. There's the 25th bump to show that they are, let's say, brothers in Tetris. Both want to show their best Tetris skills here today, and players are ready. They can do so in the next game. The decider in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! Early shift here from Larry that turns this deck a bit ugly. Kinda feels like after the first game it was really good. He kinda lost his concentration. I didn't really watch him close enough during qualification to like actually be able to save that huge factor for him. But it definitely does feel a bit like first status here for Axodo, Larry burning and digging a bit. Yeah, after we have finished this match, we are already over with the first round, the round of 24, and then we know the next matches soon. We currently have about 2 Tetris and some change lead here for Axodo. Larry not really being able to go for the Tetrises, and I don't see that changing that fast on seeing how his board develops. That looks a bit tough. He needs a number for the left side. He gets the LPs. Oh, and the next LPs, he didn't really know what to do with it, and that's looking pretty tough for him here. 2 nice singles. Does he get the long bar over? He doesn't get the long bar over. He lost death. That's the top out for Larry. And Axodo wins and advances to the top 24.